can't be a black person and have a hero like Siya Kolisi. I've said that. You can't be a black person and have a hero like Siya Kolisi who does not represent anything that has to do with black person. There was a Rabbi. What was the slogan? It's greater together, bigger together. What the slogan of Rabbi? Greater together.
You mean during the World Cup?
World Cup.
Yeah.
What was slogan? Greater together.
What slogan is that?
Yeah. But that thing, that togetherness. Omi. But something like together, like we're together. You can't have you can't have a hero if you are black like Siya Kolisi. Because Siya Kolisi represent everything that has to do with our black oppression. You know, there was something in America that Malcolm X taught us, that there are two types of Negroes. There is a field Negro.
Stronger together, right?
Yes.
That was the slogan. Yeah.
Why tall? Stronger together. How are we stronger together, Smoo?
Don't lose your train of thought. You're still on Steve Biko, what he teaches us.
Malcolm X in America.
Oh, Malcolm X, okay.
Yes, again. How are we stronger together? Okay, Angizela. Malcolm X teaches us there are two types of Negroes. A field Negro and a house Negro. A house Negro, he stays in the master's house. When the master has eaten food, he can sometimes enjoy the crumbs, the leftovers. When the master has went to town, a house Negro can enjoy the bed and sleep. When the master has went out, he can even fit the dress or the trousers or the pants of a master. Then there is a field Negro who works at the plantation. The sun rays from the morning until the afternoon, they finish from his body. He works in the plantation. Now he says the difference between these two Negroes is that when the house of a master is on fire, a house Negro prays and say, God, please help us. A field Negro says, can the house burn down? That is the difference. Siya Kolisi, let's locate him. Is Siya Kolisi a field Negro or a house Negro?
No, why is Siya Kolisi catching strays, man?
We're coming to him, Musa.
Wenze, Asenza proud, Ganj.
Proud of what? Proud of what? When he's taking our people and make them to be slaves of white people, to be slaves of white propaganda.
How though?
Siya Kolisi, there's Rabbi playing there. Greater together, greater together, greater together. You know, when after celebrating the victory of Rabbi, when the buses was moving around in the suburbs in Cape Town, it was black people and white people. Immediately when the bus went to Khanyile, all white people remained behind. Siya Kolisi went alone. It's there on Google. Ilapho Google. We Googlisha, it's there. Siya Kolisi went alone. In Durban, where I was, immediately bus Kamashu, Siya Kolisi went alone. White people remained behind. But let's leave Rabbi. We are stronger together, ne?
Yeah.
Kukula lapho ku YouTube. Ungene YouTube. When Bafana played, we all welcomed Rabbi. Greater together. All of you with white people, you were hugging. When Bafana played, and when Bafana was coming back home, who welcomed Bafana? I never even saw one white face welcoming Bafana. Because white people are just being white. You black people, you must begin to be black. If Bafana, you went and welcomed it alone. White people never went there. Because they can identify with Rabbi, but they don't identify with predominantly black spot.
Ungenap lapho Siya Kolisi because
Siya Kolisi is supposed to use his positionality where he's put as a rabbi captain to highlight our plight as black people and tell people the truth. That's the only thing that will make us greater together. It's when the economy of South Africa is being leveled, when all of us, we can live like humans, and black people, we can have things that makes us human. What makes us human is the access to water, is access to proper shelter, is access to proper proper food, is access to proper transportation. We cannot live in Alexandra where we live with big rats, where we live like animals, while white people live in Sentin, have everything that makes them human, while we have everything that makes us inhuman. He must say that on a national TV, that sports can never unite us. Only the economy can unite us.
He's not an activist. He's not a politician. He's a sports star. He's a
But
sports
we
player.
have learned from history, DJ Sbu. We are not speaking these things from nowhere. Muhammad Ali, he is there as the greatest of them all. We salute him as black people because the great Ali stood for black people while he was a boxer. He used his positionality of influence to speak on the plight and on the subjugation of black people, because our unity, DJ Sbu, cannot be a cosmetic exercise. You cannot say stronger together while we go and watch a match of rugby. When you go home, you go to Sentin, and when I go home, I go to Soweto. You cannot say that. Speak the truth. It doesn't matter how bitter it is. Speak the truth. Don't go on a national TV overseas and lie on our behalf. Yet we must salute you. Don't go on a national TV and say the problems of black people is that they lack innovation. Don't go on a national TV and say the problems of black people is that they are not hardworking. Don't go on the national TV and say our country can be liberated by being entrepreneurs. It's a lie. It's a lie. And say entrepreneurship is going to make our country move forward. Because even on the entrepreneurship, the system is rigged. You cannot. I want to speak about a mother who stays in Kandla. This mother from 1992, he has been selling gwinyas estolo kamloto, in the shop called Kwamloto. Since 1992, has been consistently selling gwinyas. Wakes up at 3:30, make food for his family, make food for his wife, for his husband, and send his husband and make sure that his husband goes to work as a security guard since 1992. And he goes and sell until 4 o'clock, comes back, prepare for his husband, then he makes sure that again he wakes up and goes sell. From 1992 until today has been doing that. You say that mother, because he has not been able to be rich, he's not working hard. You say that mother can think outside of the box. What can that mother do to change his plight? Why do you blame black people who are victims of the system that is rigged and blame the victims of the system? I'm speaking about a child that stays in Alexandra. How can I become innovative in Alexandra when I don't have electricity? When I survive on Sasa Grant? When I do not have connection that Bonginkosi Khanyile can have? When I cannot go to vets because I'm not amongst the top 5 in class? I'm relatively smart, I'm in the top 10, but I do not have funding. What innovation I can speak about? How can I think outside of the box? Which box are we speaking about when you know that the system in South Africa operates about who do you know, and all these children that today goes around and praise Kolisi that black people lack innovation, the country can be led by entrepreneurs. They know that the deals for you to make it as a person, your father and your friend of your father or your uncle, you must meet in the golf course. While you are playing golf, then you can seal deals. Because we can speak about the corruption of government, but the most corruption that happens in this country, corruption, nepotism, and favoritism, is in the private sector. The deals are there. If you are an ordinary person, it doesn't matter how good are your ideas are. If you don't have someone to open a door for you, you are good as nothing. I'm speaking about a mother who's selling fruit at the taxi rank. You say black people are lazy. This mother every 6 o'clock is there selling fruit consistently on the sun for the next 10 years.